It's a very controversial and sentimental and sensitive topic to discuss sambar in Mumbai. Hi, I'm Shruti Haasan and I'm having my morning chai with Tweak India. Okay, so I love these tiny things so much. In Tamil we call it chopper and I used to play with this all the time as a kid. Not these types, we used to make like, dosa mav and stuff, but very much enjoying my tea with all of you. If you notice, I've suddenly got a zit at age 40, which is like hilarious, which means I'm still very much alive, which I love. So I need to like cleanse, and then moisturize. Like I literally put on skin balm and sleep because I have like really dry skin otherwise. So I believe in eating oil all over my body, oil in my hair, I'm like an oil junkie. It's not a recipe, it's just sesame oil, which I mix with a bit of coconut oil. And it's actually my dad who told me that sesame oil really works for our skin and hair. So my hair is not straight at all. My natural hair is super wavy, which I loved very much. But I was growing up in a time, 2000s ka time, and also with certain voices and people around me saying, this hair isn't beautiful. And so I did chemical rebonding, straightening, and my hair never just went back to being that natural, crazy, thick, curly that it used to be. And I really, really regret that. So that's the worst bit of advice I ever took. And sometimes now when my hair grows out, it like kinks up at the bottom a little bit, and I'll be like, oh, it's my old hair, and I get like really emotional about it. Quick is always moisturize. I need lots of moisturizer, so I don't have like a liquid foundation. I use even on film, I use my concealer. Even today, it's just my concealer all over my face because I like to let it show through. So that, a bit of contour, bit of lippy that goes on the lids, the cheeks are like liquid lippy. But brows, I need to do brows. Otherwise, I can't step out ever. I also have tattooed on brows. So like I have microblading because I just would get it different shapes all the time. So I microbladed them, which I loved, just made my makeup time like cut down by like half. I try not to read nonsense in the morning. But I'll be honest, when I wake up and I see the reels my friends have sent me, it's mostly nonsense and I wake up laughing, which is also fine. It's a bit of brain rot, but it's fine. Cats and vegetables. Cats, mean cat versus lovely cat who save poor kitten. Broccolini and people having babies with the wrong vegetable. That stuff, I'm like heavily into it. My cat Clara is like probably one of my most favorite living creatures. What she does do now, which is very cute, is when I wake up and open my eyes, she kind of climbs up all over me and then she leans in and then I have to give her a little nose-to-nose kissy. So she demands kissies in the morning, which just makes me like super happy. Before I sleep, I practice gratitude and I've been doing it for years. 3 things I'm grateful for. It could be anything, big, small. My friend made me laugh today, whatever it is. I always start my morning with this thought of, I take those blessings and that gratitude into today. I'm a very panicky person. It looks like I'm fine because I have resting bee face, but I'm not. I'm fully freaking out inside. I also seem like I have like a bad temper, but I'm not. I'm like an alligator. So the best thing is if you know I'm panicking, speak minimally and leave me alone. I started with Hindustani Sangeet, classical music, and we used to do the Mandra Saptak practice in the morning, which is your lower register. So jitna awaaz Mandra Saptak mein subah karo, sham tak khulti awaaz is this thing that they used to have. Now I do, in my shower, almost every day I do something called a thyroid stretch, which is like the equivalent of the Mandra Saptak practice, which is the lower register. I don't practice Kundalini Yoga, but there's this one thing I learned from it called breath of fire, which is like really fast through your nose, and I can do like 200 of those at a stretch.
So you are a bathroom singer?
I am absolutely a full-time bathroom singer who happens to sing in front of the microphone the rest of the time. Now I've started this thing of showering in the dark with just a little bit of light so that you kind of ease your body and you don't have, so it's just warm water and you cleanse yourself, and then I just do all my long notes because the steam I think opens you up as well. So it's just like I have this whole shower routine. I do my salt scrubbing, everything. I'm a major shower baby. It's always dosa. Dosa, idli is my go-to breakfast. I've never been a poha convert. On the other extreme, I could just do butter and toast with a bit of Marmite. It's like a batter mixing thing because I don't have the, what is that color? I don't have the grinder that makes the atta at home. So like all of you, I buy the atta, but I like to like make it sit, mix some water and sometimes I put some jeera stuff or whatever. But the thing is, it's the pan, right? Like it's the pan on which you make it that really matters. And I do that onion thing and then scrape it all off. And you know how they do it in the dukans, like that. I have no comment. The sambar in Mumbai is very sus. Even the chutney kind of gets it. But the sambar, it's a very controversial and sentimental and sensitive topic to discuss sambar in Mumbai. Well, I always believe in flexibility in the terms of just the basic stretching, whether it's yoga or whether it's like a pre-workout stretch, like that, especially your pelvic floor as us women, it's like super important to strengthen your pelvic floor and your hip muscles and everything that supports everything around the uterus. So I do focus on those. I do my basic cardio because I have a tendency to put on weight because of endo and PCOS. So cardio helps me with that. And then I do MMA, which I really, really love. If it's a really, really bad cramp day, then I don't push myself. It's important to listen to because when I'm at work, I don't have a choice. But if you're at home and you can avoid it and just sit down with a little heat pad and like some hot chocolate and some watching a movie that makes you laugh, just do that. I do that. Because of PCOS and endo, I have like a numb cramp where it's just kind of sore and painful. And then working past that in a workout is really, really difficult. But I have a great trainer who understands my body and the pain that I go through. And he kind of tweaks the exercises to help me. Removing caffeine has really, really helped. Taking certain supplements like primrose oil has really helped. I take certain PMS supplements, like my dermatologist has a line of supplements which I take for my skin. And she has one called PMS from Soul Skin. So I take that and that actually has the mix of all the ingredients that help you cope with PMS and pre-cramping. And I love that. And I love cranberry tea, cranberry supplements, not just for your uterus and just general down there girl health is really good. I don't know what the wellness trend is because they keep changing. One week they tell you this is okay, the next week they tell you it's not okay. Then some vegan auntie is telling you something and some meat boy is telling you eat red meat. You know, it's like damn confusing. So I think all of these, they're not trends. It's not fair to say that they are trends. I would say that you should figure out your metabolism, your body, what works for you, what doesn't work. Like for me, everyone's like eat chicken. It just, I mean, first of all, I don't like it very much and it doesn't work for me. I find fish proteins to work much better for me, easier for me to digest. So it's just what your body and you get used to. So I wouldn't just be like, if everybody says do this, it's not necessary it'll work for you. So the fad I could undo is that don't probably just, because they themselves are confused is what I've realized. So just figure out what works for you. Potatoes before a show. Yeah, I have to have potatoes before I perform. When I was very young, before sports day, I ate potatoes and I think the carb boost made me win Best Athlete that year and it got stuck in my head. So now whenever there's anything performance oriented, like a dance performance and singing where I'm very, very physical during my singing shows and I'm a bit of a belter, so I need my potatoes. Also just straight carbs and I power through and then I feel, I don't know, I think it's psychosomatic as well. And I also just have plain room temperature sparkling water. Recently, I was hanging with my bandmates and I didn't realize that there was a whole feet page. So we were talking about my WikiFeet page and it so I made them Google WikiFeet and apparently I had a really high rating and I take that as a great creepy compliment but because I've always not been a fan of my feet. If you liked watching this video, like, share and subscribe to Tweak India. Thanks, bye.
I do a lot of Korean skincare. It's kind of ridiculous if I actually show you my routine because it's like 10-step routine in the morning and then it's a 10-step routine at night.